are now tuned in to DAR Sports Media, the best damn football recap show going alive today. Real quick, this ain't the college football show. This is the NFL show. We ain't got this whole on the college football show this week and on this show, probably not for a while. We ain't got nothing on it. We don't have nothing on this Sharon Moore situation that's developing because shit's happening things are happening by the hour right now, and we don't know, everything about whatever the situation is. So there's a lot of outlets. There's a million outlets out there that will and are happy to be in a huge rush to make some sort of sweeping comments or judgments about the situation. There's new information coming out as it goes along. It ain't good. You can't be doing that. That's what I do know. And goddamn, True. Look at your. We look like we're like a team tonight. Look at our outfits.
I know, right? Color matching. That's what we doing. Yeah.
So all that said,
it's a bad hair day.
Our talent scout, Ken Moore, Chakas Apollo, join us. All that said, we're going to jump into the NFL storylines of the week. I want to just get this so I don't forget it out of the way real quick. I was waiting. The evidence was building. Things were happening. But things with this Shedeur Cleveland Browns shit got to such an inferno, such an apex of ridiculousness this weekend that it's like, okay, I guess it's time to speak on it a little bit now. This guy goes crazy, goes nuclear during the game. And, people are like, oh, it's your conspiracy theory. They're trying, they're not trying to, this isn't an imbalanced approach to Shedeur Sanders and what's going on with him. And then you take him off the field for the 2-point. And then when asked about it, he said, well, he was on the field for the first time we tried to, and it didn't work. Yeah, he was on the field because he's your fucking quarterback. And you should accept that and figure that out. Myles Garrett's going to break the goddamn record for sacks, and y'all not going to sniff the playoffs because you would rather throw away a season than let this dude play. He finally gets drafted. Y'all put him you draft him in the 17th round. He's the 19th string quarterback playing for the Cleveland Browns G League team over the damn summer, whatever the hell you had him doing. And now we're taking him out of the game on crucial downs when he has 400 total yards and 4 total touchdowns. Ridiculous. It's nakedly obvious at this point. This Dylan Gabriel, get out of my face. There's no way that he was ever better or should have been starting. It was clear in the preseason. They tried to perpetrate about it. They have had no chance in any game that Dylan Gabriel has played. Now Shedeur's in. Things are different. This season would have been different if they would have put him in the first place. It's pretty damn clear at this point. And now they're still jacking around, taking him out during crucial 2-point plays, running trick plays with a rookie running back who loses his damn mind. Lord.
Well,
this idiot. Fire that fucking moron. Goodness.
A 2-time coach of the year?
I don't know. I don't know where that guy's at.
Fire him. Why?
I will say coaching malpractice. That was very bad decision making, but I don't think it's so much on the coach. I think it's a little bit more of higher ups in the organization. I think, and I think
the story was that the higher ups is the ones that wanted him, and the coach didn't.
Well, the higher ups always gonna spin the story to make it like this is what we wanted. Da, 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 da. That's what money does. It allows you to shape the narrative. As far as it goes, and also Dylan Gabriel probably need to tell the people in his circle, namely the person he shares a home with, to stop going on social media and saying that everybody wants him to play. Like, no, you got kids in the stands with their wrist up with the watch on for a reason. It's people in the organization higher up that wanted Dylan Gabriel. That's why they selected him. That's why they have him. Shedeur just out, outplaying Dylan Gabriel. He still has his limitations. We still see his limitations, and we still see the issues that he has. But if you're looking at what to compare it against, Dylan Gabriel looked terrible. He looked awful. He's looked awful. And at the end of the day, I mean, some people are talking about, what's going to happen next season? Deshaun's going to be back, and it's like, get him out of here because we don't like. It's a costly waste of money, and
there's
so
a lot of costs.
Yeah, and Shedeur will probably end up, if week 1 Deshaun Watson is starting for the Cleveland Browns, by week 4 or 5 Shedeur will be starting because Deshaun is not lasting. Like it's over with. I mean, he get your money. He's a sick individual. Get your money, but whatever. Like get out of here. We don't want to see you play football anymore. I definitely don't want to see him play football anymore. So like I said, I think Shedeur just got drafted into a weird situation. I would have loved to have seen if the Ravens had drafted Shedeur those weeks that Lamar were out. See how that would have went because I think that would have been interesting. But it is what it is, man. You can kind of take it as it goes. He's a rookie. He's obviously a lot of people don't like seeing a young black quarterback as confident, especially coming from the lineage that he has. I know that's a thing too. We all know that's a thing. So I understand this whole. We got to humble people. We got to put people in their place.
I mean, you got to sacrifice a professional football season over it.
They weren't going to do nothing anyway. So I guess it was like you're damned if you do.
We'll never know.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Of old Grandpa Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers.
He might play for the Colts this weekend.
Right before we get to Phillip Rivers, real quick about the Browns and everything. Like Shedeur had statistically a pretty damn good game. I mean,
yes,
almost 400 yards. I mean, four touchdowns, 3 on the ground. I mean, 1 on the ground, 3 in the air. But this is the whole situation with Shedeur. I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan. His father is my favorite athlete of all time. But what has to be said is he wasn't as good as the media, half of the media was trying to make it seem like. All those analysts and pundits, they was like, oh, yeah, like they had us thinking Cam Ward 1, Shedeur Sanders 2. Now, granted, it's still kind of like that. But the boy wasn't as good as
who outplayed who on Sunday?
He and in college, he was holding the ball too long. Like he had terrible mistakes. I mean, like he had terrible habits. However, what he does have and what he always had is he had the ability to galvanize his teammates. Like he had that juice. He had, like that's what he has. He has that spark.
Yeah.
On top of the talent that he has. I mean, like he's not a bum by any stretches. The crime was that he got drafted as low as he did, and he should not have been drafted to the 5th round. That was complete and utter bullshit. So when it comes to, you got half of the crowd saying like, oh, kind of going overboard and supporting him, then you got the other half that's doing whatever they can to detract from him. So, and you got too much going on right now. He didn't help matters during the draft when he had that whole legendary shit. Like we discussed it before. That wasn't smart on his part because he had to have a little more awareness than that. Wait till you get to the league, son. Then you can do all that. All right. Let's not give them too much ammo than they already got, because he shouldn't have been as polarizing as he is. Like, and with all that going on, the Dylan Gabriel thing, like, yeah, they wanted him at first. Like, they wanted him for everything I said positively. But then that backlash, it was too much. And then you had that turmoil with, I guess, with Deshaun Watson coming out of nowhere, you know, like, hey, don't forget about me. Well, contractually, they can't forget about him, you know, because they're still not cutting their losses.
It's hard to. Yeah.
But you know, he has just been caught up. Shedeur, he's been caught up in a web that has been unfair to him. You know, it's just been unfair to him. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So for him to actually ball out, he's showing them they should have played him the whole season. Why not? You had nothing to lose and everything to gain. You should have just played him from the jump, and they would have had all this other stuff over with. But no, they still got controversy because Kevin Stefanski is doing stupid stuff like pulling him from the last. Like, come on, man. You're starting and you're adding fuel to the fire, and all that stuff is just unfair to the kid because you got people wanting him to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? Just for the fact that people are tired of hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? So that was unfair. That's unfair to him. And then you got people like, I like Shannon Sharp, of course, but for him to say, Kevin Stefanski is basically setting him up by having him start for the rest of the season. Well, we got to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to choose one or the other. We don't want him to play, or we do want him to play. Let him play. It don't matter the situation he's in. He got drafted. He knew what the deal was. So he's been playing. He's been showing that he belongs, and he should have played from start. He already silenced all the critics. You know what I mean? But this stuff gets bigger than football, and that's the problem. It should just be what's on the field.
Well, stood out to you this past weekend there, True?
Broncos. That's always the case. Broncos are always going to stand out. The Chiefs. That
whole division is pretty interesting, isn't it? Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Look, man, I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. I will say this Texans defense, ridiculous. Texans defense is ridiculous right now.
Elite, man.
If they could find a competent offense, they would probably be right there at the top of my pick.
The Texans might be a problem, man, because they're developing. They got 2 rookie receivers. They got a rookie running back. They got an offensive line that is hell to relay, but like maybe they can figure out ways to scheme around it. They might be entering the danger zone as we go into the playoffs.
Well,
just the right time.
We know what they say. Defense wins championships, especially in the NFL. We know that. I mean, look, I watched the Broncos take a noodle arm Peyton Manning, and they were crushing all year. And win the Super Bowl, which we could possibly see that happen again. You just don't know. I think this is the most wide open it's been in the entire league right now. I can't look at one team and be like, that's the team for sure going to the Super Bowl. Like for the last however many years in the AFC, you knew the Chiefs were going to be there. You knew to count on the Chiefs. You could rely on them. You could put money on the Chiefs and be like, hey, they probably make the Super Bowl. They might not win, but they probably win. I mean, Mahomes got 3 chips. Been to what 5, 6 Super Bowls. I mean, that's dominance. That's the type of dominance you don't see every day in the NFL. It's very rare, which is why we hold people like Tom Brady in such high regard as a quarterback. Why you hold certain teams in such high regard, because to make it back to defeat that it takes it, and eventually sometimes you fall off, and the Chiefs are at that point. I mean, Travis Kelce is like so much could be said about his performance against the Texans. So much could be said about a lot of the guys and what they
like
did.
A dish in a fine restaurant.
It's over. It's over for Kelce. It's over. You can go home and hang out with whatever, and he can do that.
Hang out
but
with the boss.
That's
the money maker in that house.
That's the boss of the household there, because he's not.
Right.
The Rams crushed the Cardinals. That was something. Was very disappointed in. Not that I care about the Ravens. Let's just be clear. Not that I care about the Ravens. I was very disappointed to see them lose against the Steelers. I thought that was what I was not expecting to go that way. And they had a couple chances to get within that defense, man. That Baltimore Ravens defense is just not up to par. It has not been.
I was disappointed too, because if the Steelers lose that game, then it would have been a loser leaves town steel cage match against the Dolphins this week on Monday Night Football, and it ended up not being able to be that. Apollo, talk to me about what the hell is going on. This is that's what I was saying. I said it a couple weeks ago, and I'll say the Ravens are having their, because I watched a little bit of the game. The Ravens are having their 2024 49ers season where everybody just feels like they can just go out there and things are just going to work out because we're the Ravens and look at the names on the back of our jerseys. And it don't work like that. And they're playing sloppy and they're playing uninspired and they're playing soft and they're getting punched in the mouth more often than not.
I've been saying this to every Raven fan and non-Raven fan. This all started when the quarterback didn't take the offseason seriously. He missed voluntary OTAs. He gave back $750,000 to the league in fines. I'm sorry. I pointed that shit out then. What are you doing? What are you doing in Miami that's so important? And that those fake ass workouts with Nerf footballs. I don't want to hear that. Get your ass there on the field where the team is liable and responsible if you get injured on their field, in their facility. Cover yourself. You know, that money that you worked so hard for, you know, that you didn't have an agent for. You know, look, he didn't care. And that chemistry that was missing this season, like in the games that he did play, he missed a good chunk. But the games that he did play, the chemistry has been off.
Yeah.
And it's not just him, but this game in particular, he looked better than he did since the Miami game. That's the best he looked since that game.
Yeah.
And because he actually threw some damn touchdowns. But at the end of the day, he still has trouble reading defenses. He still has trouble throwing the ball through that between the hash marks with consistency. I'm not saying that quarterbacks are supposed to be perfect and they're supposed to make every throw. No. But damn, can we not overthrow the layups? When we're in the red zone, can we not do that? We good enough to that. We don't have to do that. He's been here long enough where he shouldn't be doing that. But that stuff comes to rear its ugly head. The defense, they sucked this game. I mean, I'm sorry. The Steelers offense didn't do a damn thing for a chunk of it for the last 4 or 5 games they did. Like offensively, they really didn't do shit since that game against the the Browns or the Bengals when Joe Flacco got there. Like offensively, they didn't really do much. But DK Metcalf has 100 yards, but in the first half, they made the first quarter. He already had 100 yards. Did we not show up? Did we not show up? I mean, that Thanksgiving loss, it stung. I was not here to talk about the Thanksgiving shit, but let me tell you something. Joe Burrow embarrassed us, and he didn't even play that good, but he embarrassed them. He up there counting slow, telling his team, guys, hold up, take your time. He up there running down the damn play clock. So that stuff still stung from us, and I guess we didn't show up for this game, a game that quote unquote was supposed to be for the AFC or bust. I mean, AFC North or bust. I mean, okay, there's still 4 games left. So we still, and I'm sorry, the AFC sucks right now. So teams are losing. The Chiefs are losing. The Colts are losing. And we're going to get on that old man. We're going to get on that old man next. But, I mean, look, the Ravens,
that's going to be the worst, dude, when Grandpa's out there dancing on you.
I don't want to make the playoffs.
Don't let it happen
like this. I don't want to make the playoffs like this. This is embarrassing. This is one and done all over. If we do make it, nah.
So it looks like that's what you're looking forward to. I did want to bring up because I'm looking at the schedule for tomorrow night. Well, by the time this is up, the Thursday night game will already be over. But just looking at the standings and looking at what's happening, watching Tampa Bay kind of fall apart. I'm pretty sure Baker Mayfield's like hurt badly and is playing through it. The Falcons underachieving. Are the Carolina Panthers gonna win this damn division this year? True.
Shout out to Sean.
Yeah, don't let him hear this. Oh my gosh.
because he's been riding with the Panthers and through thick and thin.
The thinnest
thick and thin. But
out there. Kate Moss in this thing.
It's rough because it's like I want to say yeah they can, but I just don't have faith in them to get to that. They got a couple games left. You just got to get to that finish line. I don't know if they have it in them to get to that finish line and actually do it. But they've overachieved completely. They've won games that they had no business winning, and they lost games that I was like, I probably should have won that. I should have won that. So they're a mixed bag this year. We don't really know what to expect from them, but this is the closest I think they're gonna. They've got as close as they've gotten a while to being in contention to win a division. But I feel like the Buccaneers are gonna take it because Buccaneers probably beat the Falcons, and then from there I got to look at the rest of the schedule. But I feel like this is the Buccaneers' division to lose, and they damn near right there about to lose it. So I mean, if the Panthers go on this last few games and go on a run and actually string together a couple good wins, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like right now, like I said, this is the most wide open that the league has felt in so long. I thought the Eagles, I'm like, man, the Eagles won the championship. They're gonna come back and look great. They look terrible. They look terrible. I'm thinking, man, they gonna run the table. Nope, they not doing nothing. They look terrible. Jalen Hurts. We didn't get to talk about that game against the Chargers. We talking about stank.
Cam Newton deserves an apology. Newton deserves an apology.
So they got. I mean, that was ridiculous. He was owed an apology, anyways, because that was an absurd conversation. They got at Saints, at home for the Bucks, Seahawks, and then at Bucks. They got the Bucks twice still, and they're both teams are 7-6.
It could come down to the wire. Week 18.
It's there for the taking. They might do it.
Be there. Yeah,
and the Bucks are leaking Earl. So it's there for the taking. What are you looking forward to this weekend, True?
I can't believe I'm saying this for the first time ever in my life. I'm looking forward to seeing the Patriots put the beats on somebody, and hopefully they put the beats on the Bills. That's what I'm hoping to see. Otherwise, I mean,
bro, the Bills are favored. Bills are favored in that game. You want to talk about a slap in the face?
Is this
they are favored at the Patriots with the Patriots in first place after they whipped the Bills earlier on this season, and yet the Bills are favored.
Shout out to the Patriots because I don't think any of us expected them to be where they are. I mean, it's a phenomenal regular season for them. Same thing with the Broncos. Like nobody expected them to be there. I'm anxious to see how the Broncos game turns out as well. I believe they got the Packers this week. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. And I think this might be the week. This might be the week, Eric. This might be the week. We're talking about the Packers and they stringing together some wins, but this might be the week. Look a little, old Buddy Love over there, old Jordan Love over there, look a little funny this week. We might see it. We'll see.
Not Buddy Love.
But no, I think I just think I think the Patriots. I see the Patriots having a dominant performance, especially with them being at home. I think it's going to be, and like I said, the Bills barely escaped against the Bengals, and that was just a couple of calculated errors that the Bengals made, and that's what cost them. And that's honestly, I'm anxious, kind of interested in seeing what's going to happen with the Ravens and the Bengals too, because I mean, obviously the Bengals don't have any chance to make the playoffs, but as we saw the other week, the Bengals tend to turn up when they play against the Ravens, especially if Joe Burrow's on the field. So we're gonna see how that turns out, and the Ravens gonna be here in town, so we're gonna see how it plays out. Other than
that's a big game.
It's a couple games.
Chargers got the chance to make Chiefs go teddy bear night. That's going to be the end of that run. Not too much else with too many implications, though. Monday Night Football obviously is interesting in my household.
Yeah.
Dolphins on the 5-game win streak, or 4 out of 5, I believe. Going up against the Steelers, who are they're all fighting right there in the hunt.
Yeah.
This one right here, I don't want to, give away too much Dolphins analysis here, but everybody who don't like Mike McDaniel, man, if he can go up there and pull off this win at Pittsburgh, 20 degrees, fighting for a playoff spot, you might as well just keep the parking spot as it is, because he's going to be back next year. I can tell you that. But I'm guessing I know which game you're looking forward to there, Apollo. Coming on down, Ravens and Bengals. The sun is beginning to set.
Man, look. Now I'll put it like this: I think the Ravens will win this one just because of the embarrassment on Thanksgiving. If they have any, I guess, mettle as a team, then they should win. But like I said, man, like I know anything can happen in the playoffs and stuff, man. But I don't like limping in. It's something about that is not good habits. But that is a game, of course, that I'm now looking forward to. The Rams and Lions game. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Rams are 5.5-point favorite. They're coming off of a crushing win. The Lions, they won their last game, so both teams should be feeling good. So we might get a high scoring game. We'll see. I mean, 55 is the over.
Fantasy playoffs. I got Matt Stafford, and my opponent got Nakua and Adams. So
shit.
Let's
look.
Got the ball off to Kyron Williams.
Blake Corum. I think it's the highest. I think it's the highest total on the slate. So
it should be.
Yeah, that should be a good one, and it's in the 4 o'clock window. So
there you go.
Let's talk about. Let me get my opportunity to talk about the old man, since we're looking forward to games. The Seahawks and the Colts.
Oh boy!
Now,
Woo, boy!
Now let me say, I am devastated for the Colts because Daniel Jones, old Danny Dime, Indiana Jones.
That hurts.
But I did write an article earlier this year stating how somebody was fool's gold, Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, anybody. But anyway, back to the Indianapolis. I think that this is karma for them because of the way they handled that whole Anthony Richardson thing. They shouldn't have drafted that kid. He was not ready. And then how are you going to fumble his career as well as by putting him in and out and all that other shit. Now he sucks, but he had the talent, and you were supposed to develop him, Shane Steichen. So I mean, hey, Liam Cohen is up there putting the guardrails on Trevor Lawrence enough, to where they look good. Dave Canales got the guardrails on Bryce Young. Like something worked. There's some type of rehabilitation. So I mean, you couldn't make the rookie work. But anyway. So now you got Daniel Jones hurt. Riley Leonard gets hurt. He practiced, so he might play. I don't know, but to get Phillip Rivers, come on, man. I know I'm a Phillip Rivers fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But the man is 44, and he's a grandfather.
He's an actual grandfather. That's why we call him Papa Rivers. Yeah.
We got to stop this. He should be ashamed of him. It's bad enough Joe Flacco out here, in his upper 40s with all them damn kids at home. See, they think they slick. These dudes trying to get away from the households because they got all these goddamn kids. But come on, fellas, really? And he was a high school coach, really? So we coming back for this? All right. You haven't played since 2020. Not only is he 44, he's 44 and hasn't been hit.
In 5 years, yeah.
In 5 years. This has a disaster written all over it. But either way, it's going to be entertaining. And I cannot wait to see that game. And guess what? The Seahawks are a 13.5-point favorite. This might be hilarious.
Oh, shit, I might be tempted to take those numbers. 13 and a
I'm
half
tempted
is
to
a
take
lot.
that.
Jeez. I mean, I know they got a smoldering crater at quarterback, but they've
But it's
been
still too
that.
big. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's still
he's
too big.
pretty damn good.
What if old man Rivers does it? What if he does it?
Oh,
Win a
That's
game.
they win the division. What if they went out with old man Rivers? What if that happens? Then what? Like what are we
what if the
saying then?
script happens?
And then I'm
Super
going to say,
Bowl.
I apologize. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna take him now for comeback player of the year. It's like 1900 plus 1900. Take them odds right now.
I mean, you might as well, because Joe Flacco, just because he was old and he played good in like 3 games, got it over
Right.
a guy who literally died and came back to play in the NFL. So if
I'm
they
taking
give
this
it
shit
to
right
Joe
now.
Flacco in that scenario, all Philip Rivers has to do is be decent for 3 games, and they're definitely giving it to him. Which, I mean, honestly, this year it'd be fair because that is insane. 44
Right.
years old.
I'm putting that shit in as soon as we get off.
There we go. Well, we won't hold you up no more. This is DAR on United Football Media, the NFL show. Be looking out for the college football show and enjoy. There's only a few like real big implication games this weekend, but they are pretty good. If you want to hear me dig in a little bit more into that Dolphins-Steelers matchup we were talking about, check me out on dolphinstalk.com, the #1 place for your digital Dolphins content on the internet. Dolphins matchup. Me and my man Robert Burns will be covering that game position by position on there. Look around on this page, the College Football Show. If you're listening to us on DAR Sports Media, be on the lookout. We're going to have a Christmas movie blowout in our media episodes coming up next week. So be on the lookout for that as well. Get you guys in the Christmas spirit. Hopefully, Papa Rivers isn't feeling too giving out gifts. Hopefully, old Tua, he's a big fan of handing out double bacon cheeseburgers, just tossing them all over the place. Chili cheese burritos, 40 yards down the field, just floating through the air, just dropping ever so gently into the hands of defenders. Hopefully, there isn't too much of that on Monday night. This is DAR on United Football Media. Tell me about it.